OpenAI announcing it has now closed the largest private tech funding round on record. The $40 billion round, valuing the maker now of ChatGPT at $300 billion. Includes some fresh capital, making it one of the world's most valuable private companies alongside names like ByteDance and SpaceX. Japan's SoftBank leading the financing with $30 billion. It's joined now by other backers. Those include Microsoft, its longtime partner. But there's a caveat to all of this, which is that SoftBank said its total investment could be cut if OpenAI doesn't successfully restructure into a for-profit company by the end of this year. So it's all got to happen relatively quickly. In a blog post, OpenAI saying it plans to use that money to scale its computing infrastructure. A source telling CNBC that much of the funding expected to be used for OpenAI's commitment to that Stargate AI project that was announced at the White House, you might remember, with Massa's son and Sam Altman, with President Trump back in January.
And check out the shares of Newsmax. I was like watching it yesterday. I thought it was up 10 at 83 or something, but no, that's not what happened. Oh my God. It was like, it was at 10 and we had Chris Ruddy on, you might recall, for an interview yesterday. And I think it closed at 83. So it was up 73 at 83. Shares rose 735% in the stock market for the conservative cable channel yesterday. Andrew, it almost seemed like Truth Social.
Some bankers should get in trouble. I
think they're happy, though. Chris Ruddy's a billionaire, the guy suddenly into the ranks. I think where the stock is right now.
Think about all the money that you ostensibly should have raised.
Theoretically, maybe.
Well, theoretically.
I think they're fine. Well,
this is real money. But it was real human beings who put money behind it.
We've argued about this before because they only sold a small part of the company. So now the entire company is valued at that. So I would do it that way. I would do it so that you sell, 1% or whatever. Sell 1%, suddenly it's valued at $11 or $12 billion.
If Chris were to try to sell it right now,
no way.
The whole thing would get punctured.
Came at 10, opened at 14, closed above 83, and now you can see it at $93 on Friday. The company said it raised $75 million through the class of for the sale of 7.5 million Class B shares. Newsmax has grown its audience in recent years as President Trump has come to dominate Republican politics and is now offered through most major pay TV providers. I was kidding about Newsmax last week when Trump went on with Greg Kelly, who's fantastic, but I was kidding that where do you go next? He's the friendly or safe places are running out. And I'm not saying that he doesn't get a tough interview on Newsmax, but, I mean, he's been on every hour of Fox at this point, and his minions, every single 8, 9, 10, right. They're on completely. So
for the first 6 months of 2024, Newsmax revenue was up about 33%, so it surged to about
$79 biggest cable network.
But its loss widened to $55.5 million. Versus the $30.8 million they've lost in this.
So what was that yesterday? Is that GameStop? What was?
I don't know.
What's today?
Let's see where the stock is in a week, or 2, or 3.
Okay, Mr. Big Sandwich, then short it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not shorting anything. I'm just saying let's see what it is.
Well, that was something to behold. And I mentioned it off camera. I'm not going to mention it on camera. That it's worth more than the New York Times right now. I know that probably. But can you believe that? In one day, 11 or 12, what's the New York Times, I think, is that 8? Do you know? Do you follow closely? You want me to look?
What do you think it's going to be compared to Spinco?
A fraction. I think a fraction of what Spinco. That's our upcoming company, and we have great assets in there. What do we have, about $8 billion in revenues, probably? Golf Channel, CNBC, MSNBC, is USA?
We can only hope then that we get this kind of...
That was my point yesterday, honestly. My point, content is worth... If it's streaming, I don't know. Is it cable? I don't know. But content is worth something. Wasn't this content more valuable than people thought, Newsmax content?
I don't know. We'll see.
Clearly, look at the action.